As we continue eastward on Talmadge Road, looking out through the glass, the landscape of Portage County opens up into a sweeping, quiet vista. The heavy, chaotic commercial retail of the neighboring townships has completely fallen away, replaced by the deep, tranquil rhythm of the rural Midwest. The sky feels immensely wide out here, stretching over rolling green fields and dark, dense patches of ancient woods that still cling to the property lines. You are looking at a landscape that has been worked, shaped, and harvested by human hands for over 2 centuries. We are cruising across the northern edge of Rootstown Township. As you watch the old, weathered wooden fences and the deep setbacks of the farmhouses roll by, you are looking at the exact physical footprint of the Connecticut Western Reserve. Back in the very late 1790s, a wealthy lawyer from Coventry, Connecticut, named Ephraim Root, purchased this entire massive tract of land. Like most of the wealthy East Coast speculators who bought up the Ohio frontier, he envisioned a booming, profitable settlement. But the reality of what the first pioneers found when they actually arrived here was a dark, terrifying, and seemingly impenetrable wilderness. Look closely at the thick stands of oak, hickory, and maple trees that line the deep ditches of the road. 200 years ago, this entire township was covered in a massive, unbroken old-growth forest. The tree canopy was so incredibly thick that in the middle of the summer, the forest floor was cast in a permanent, damp twilight. The first families who made the agonizing, brutal journey across the Appalachian Mountains arrived in this valley with nothing but hand tools, oxen, and sheer, desperate ambition. They had to physically hack their way through the massive timber, swinging iron axes from dawn until dusk, just to clear a tiny, muddy patch of earth, wide enough to build a crude log cabin and plant a few rows of corn. As we glide down this smooth, paved, straight stretch of Talmadge Road, imagine the incredible physical toll it took to turn that dark wilderness into the beautiful, sun-drenched agricultural community you see outside the window today. For decades, the road we are traveling on was nothing more than a deeply rutted, muddy wagon trail. In the spring, the heavy Ohio rains would turn this path into a swallowing bog of thick clay, trapping massive wooden-wheeled wagons up to their axles as farmers desperately tried to haul their grain and dairy to the markets in Ravenna. Notice the subtle, gentle rolling of the earth as the horizon rises and falls. The topography you are looking at is not accidental. It is the permanent, massive fingerprint of the last ice age. More than 10,000 years ago, a massive continental glacier sat directly on top of this land, carrying millions of tons of crushed rock, gravel, and rich soil from the north. When the earth warmed and that massive sheet of ice finally retreated, it left behind an incredibly fertile, heavy glacial till. It was that specific ancient soil that eventually turned Rootstown into an absolute powerhouse of the Ohio farming industry. By the late 19th century, the dark, frightening forests had been replaced by endless golden fields of wheat, massive apple orchards, and sprawling dairy farms marked by towering wooden silos. Look at the residential architecture dotting the landscape as we continue our eastern trek. You will see a fascinating, eclectic mix of eras living right next to one another. There are modern single-family homes with wide paved spaces sitting directly adjacent to massive, stately 19th century farmhouses. Look for the homes with the deep, heavy-cut stone foundations and the wide wraparound porches. Some of those historic structures have been sitting on these exact plots of land since before the American Civil War, sheltering generations of the exact same farming families, standing as quiet, stubborn monuments to the deep agricultural roots of this township. We are traveling nearly 4 miles down this single historic road, and the transition is slow but deliberate. As we push further east, the dense, quiet agricultural spacing begins to tighten. The houses draw a little closer together. The intersecting roads become a little more frequent, and you can sense the gravitational pull of the modern world creeping back into the periphery. We are approaching the eastern boundary of Rootstown, moving toward the major north-south artery of the region. As the intersection approaches, the view out the window begins to change rapidly. We are turning left onto State Route 44, heading north. As we make the sweeping turn, the quiet, pastoral isolation of Talmadge Road instantly evaporates. You are immediately thrust back into the heavy, functional, fast-paced reality of modern American transit. Route 44 is a massive, highly trafficked corridor that serves as the absolute lifeline for this region. Looking south, just out of view, sits the sprawling modern campus of the Northeast Ohio Medical University, an institution that brings thousands of students, researchers, and medical professionals to this rural township every single day, completely altering the local economy. But as we head north, you can see the heavy industrial and commercial infrastructure rising up to meet the highway. Look at the massive steel power lines cutting through the sky, the widening concrete lanes, and the sudden explosion of corporate signage. We are entering the immediate blast radius of Interstate 76. Just like in neighboring townships, the construction of the massive federal highway system in the mid-20th century violently collided with the quiet 19th century farming grid. The massive highway interchange sitting just ahead of us transformed this specific corner of the map from a sleepy agricultural crossroads into a highly lucrative, deafeningly loud commercial hub. As we cruise down this final stretch of Route 44, passing the modern bank buildings and the heavy flow of commuter traffic, the contrast is absolutely jarring. Just a few minutes ago, you were looking at split rail fences and historic barns built from hand-hewn timber. Now, the horizon is completely dominated